Hello friends, and welcome back to Amir's allotment. We have been harvesting lots from our allotment plot, and we made this tagine recently with all of our fresh vegetables, and it tasted absolutely amazing. And take a look at a pan of my allotment plot. It is looking great. It is really taking shape. As you can see here in front, I've finally managed to source some wood chip, which I'll explain later in the video, and yeah, it really has defined the paths. Spent some time on the allotment plot yesterday, and it really is a hive of activity at the moment. Lots of birds, butterflies, it's amazing. Hello friends, and welcome back to my allotment plot. I've still got a lot to do on my allotment plot. The jobs are always ongoing, but I've actually finally got my bench here by my shed where I can actually sit down now on my allotment plot. I can't believe this whole time I was barely sitting down and just taking it easy. The plan today is to do a complete tidy around the plot. So I've bought my strimmer from home, and I've been strimming around the plot, and then I'm going to tidy everything up really, and then towards the end of the day I might do some harvesting as well, and I'll probably film a bit of that because I'm going to tidy the carrot bed, and I know that looking at them, I've got some early varieties in there that I think I can harvest, so I might do that today and I'll let you know how it goes. Another job that I really want to get done today is the paths. So around my beds that are covered in the wooden frames, the weeds are just constantly coming up, and I've been looking to source some wood chip. On our allotment plot here, we don't get a supply. I know some allotment plots you get a sort of now and then you'll get a supply of free wood chip, and we don't here, so we have to source our own. So I've been looking around and I have found somewhere online, so I managed to get some wood chip. It's hardwood and bits of tree debris, which will be brilliant for the paths, so I really want to get that done today. Basically the plan is to put just a nice layer of this mulch on the paths. It basically will hopefully suppress the weeds and make my job a little bit easier, and also when we get rain, it's a bit overcast today, but yeah, it stops the paths from being really muddy as well. So the wood chip, it suppresses everything, and it gives it a nice surface to walk on. So I'm planning to also do that today, and I'll let you know how that goes. This is what the paths look like, as you can see, full of weeds. I'm getting the wood chip in now, and I'm going to cover them. I could have put some membrane down first, some people do that, but I prefer it this way. I can regularly top the paths up with more wood chip when I need it. This mulch will be great because it's got pieces of hardwood in it and pieces of tree, but it'll be a brilliant mulch to suppress the weeds. I'll just pop the kettle on while I continue with my chores. This is ready to get the sweet corn in. I'm going to try my best not to disturb the roots too much, because sweet corn don't like their roots being disturbed, but the ones at the front have been doing quite well. They've been in there for about a week and a half now, so yeah, this should be good. So these sweet corns are nicely planted in, and yeah, so that's another job ticked off the list. So it was all going so well until this happened. Breathe. Now where's that cuppa? Time to enjoy this cuppa with a slice of coffee and walnut cake. Sometimes just sitting here weeding, just getting close to the plants, just looking how they're growing, how they're developing. But also I find it's really relaxing, even this just sort of aerating the soil, getting rid of the weeds. It's just very relaxing. And also when you're in different parts of the garden, you get different views. This is my view right now. There's cosmos, there's sweet peas. In the background I can see calendula and my gladioli over there. You can see my neighbour's plot. It's just lovely. It's just so, I can just sit here and just take it easy and do my chores in a leisurely way. There's no pressure, no rush. Well, today there's no rush. And I really enjoy it. For me, this is why I get so much satisfaction from gardening, because you can just be here on your own and just take in your green space and just enjoy what's around you. Soil is amazing in here. It's really, really rich. This tomato is an orange tumbling tom. I actually thought I'd killed these plants because they got a bit neglected in the greenhouse, and they literally were, there was nothing of them, they were just brown. So I put them out here and planted them directly into this bed and gave them a bit of a feed, and they've really bounced back. They can tumble over this bed. Amazing. This bed had the garlic in it, and now it's nicely prepared, ready for us to get our sprouts in. And I'm going to be planting some sprouts in here, a variety called Red Ball. let me show you this tomato. The variety is Gigantimo, and that's probably why. That is one beast of a tomato, and it's still growing. Wow. From out here, my greenhouse looks like an absolute jungle. Let me show you some of my melons. You'll get a better look of them in there from outside. You can barely see them inside. They're doing really well. Got two good sized ones there. There's a better look at the other one. This is a variety called Malaga. They're meant to be orange in the centre and a nice sweet melon. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of carrots here. They're quite sporadic, but they have all started to germinate because I direct sowed some in here. So yeah, they seem to be suddenly popping up all over the place. But this row here, I'm thinking I might just pull them, because if they're earlies, they should be ready by now. Let's see what we get. It started to rain again. Nice. The sand must have worked because none of them are forked, so they've actually come out quite straight. Very straight. Oh, there's one. Here is one. Little one. Okay. So a mixed bag, but they seem to be good though. There's a few funny shaped ones, but the sand definitely worked, because last year all of them were forked and this time round they're not. So yeah, that's not bad, and that's just one row. As for the rest, I'm going to leave them, but in fact might try this one here. I'll try this one. It looks like a big one. It's not bad. I think there's a okay, so these are a bit close together, so I'll take that one. But not bad at all. And before I head off home, I'm just going to cut some flowers. That's if I can find my secateurs.